তৃতীয়বার মোদী সরকার আসার পর মোদী সরকারের এটাই প্রথম বাজেট। কেন্দ্রীয় অর্থমন্ত্রী হিসাবে সপ্তমবারের জন্য বাজেট পেশ করলেন নির্মলা সীতারামন। আর বাজেট পেশের পর প্রতিক্রিয়া দিতে এসে মোদী সরকারের দৃষ্টিভঙ্গির প্রশংসাই করল শিল্পমহল। সিআইআই প্রেসিডেন্ট সঞ্জীব পুরী, যিনি আইটিসি কোম্পানির চেয়ারম্যান, তিনি বলছেন দেশের আর্থিক বৃদ্ধির পথ প্রশস্ত করবে এই বাজেট। ব্যবসা করা আরো সহজ হবে।
I think all of a very strong signal for greater ease of doing business and a very strong signal to bring in reform at the, bring in states, the reforms at the state level also. And very importantly, a comprehensive paper on the next generation reforms to look at all the factor costs. I think these are some very important, very strong statements, very strong announcements have been made, and it touches upon many of the areas that has come in the form of suggestions, members of what CIA had presented, and we are it's a very positive message for the industry and for all stakeholders in the economy. All in all, an extremely good budget, a lot of investments, and yet fiscal glide path being better than what anybody had anticipated.
অ্যাসোচেমের প্রেসিডেন্ট সঞ্জয় নাহারের মতে স্থানীয় পর্যায়ে উৎপাদন ও কর্মসংস্থানের পথ খুলে দেবে এই বাজেট।
So given the political economy, I think it's a bold budget, and I think the positives are that they have really stuck to fiscal prudence. I mean, to shave off 20 basis points from 5.1 to 4.9 and taking to 4.5, and I think it'll get there. The way they are going, I think they will get there because the intent is very clear. So, fiscal deficits like this, where they come down, that's when you begin to unleash the bond markets, and that's when investors both overseas and in India become comfortable. Rupee hopefully begin to stabilize a bit more. It's already stable, but it is on the secular decline. So if the government stops borrowing less and less, starts borrowing less and less, then you basically crowd out you crowd out less savings and more savings available, and hence hopefully the rate structures will change. So I think that is an overall positive. I think for the real issue on hand of creating employment, which has been the real issue, I think they've taken a long, arduous route, which is to go and simplify a bunch of things, whether it's GST, TDSs, tinker with custom duties so that you encourage local manufacturing and hence local employment both for India and for the world. That's one. Second, they've tried to, I think, attack a lot on benefits to MSMEs, and I think that they've done it before at the COVID time also. We saw the schemes work pretty well, but this time around they're talking about banks being encouraged to change their scoring models. They're talking of guarantee schemes for CapEx from the fund. And we'll see the fine print as it comes up, but this can be very significant to have SMEs begin to put CapEx again.
সিআইআই ডিরেক্টর জেনারেল চন্দ্রজিৎ ব্যানার্জির মতে এই বাজেট গ্রামীণ অর্থনীতির বিকাশ ঘটাবে, বাড়বে কর্মসংস্থান।
Some of the things which the finance minister has mentioned in the budget, everything should not and need not be in the budget, and some of them are not even budget related. Areas like the reviewing of the income tax complete structure, second the entire area of looking at the GST, so all of that I think would come over a period of time, and those are things which and of course I see a beginning of a strong focus on simplification of taxation, lowering down of the litigation. So I think this is a beginning of a very strong journey towards decriminalization and simplification, lowering litigation costs. So we will see over a period of time how we can also become when she has done certain changes in the customs duty that really looks at how we become Atmanirbhar. So creation of the type of infrastructure that is required where industry can actually collaborate even in a deeper manner to make ourselves Atmanirbhar and move towards Viksit Bharat was quite clear.
এদিনের বাজেটে ক্যাপিটাল গেইনস এবং ডেরিভেটিভস ট্রেডিং এ ট্যাক্স বাড়ানোর ঘোষণায় প্রথমে শেয়ার মার্কেট পড়ে যায় 1%। দিনের শেষে তা সামাল দেয়। তবে এই বাজেটকে 10-এ 10 দিয়েছে ন্যাশনাল স্টক এক্সচেঞ্জের সিইও आशीष चौहान।
बजट को मैं 10 में से 10 गुण दूंगा क्योंकि I will give 10 out of 10 to the budget because in a way it is a very focused budget for employment generation and still keeping the fiscal consolidation intact as well as ensuring that the focus on infrastructure continues. There have been of course demands from various states like Bihar and they have also been given adequate funding, but overall job creation has been the framework with fiscal consolidation of having a fiscal deficit of 4.9% and for the next financial year it's going to be 4.5%. So broadly speaking, without tinkering with tax proposals, in a way the government and the Honorable Finance Minister has been able to achieve a lot on job creation and employment generation, which has been a bugbear over last full year. Including being a election agenda, and that's where they have also this time included private sector in creating training and internship for our top 500 companies. Will also be providing 10 million youth or 1 crore youth new jobs, which is a phenomenal achievement in getting the private sector to do it. But also the other side, they've agreed to give some incentives for like a first salary over 3 tranches to even other companies and allowed CSR budget to be used for these things as well as the EPFO. I mean the PF also some portion of that will be provided by the government. So overall this focus of this budget I would say it's job creation.
ভারতীয় এন্টারপ্রাইজের ভাইস চেয়ারম্যান রাজন ভারতী মিত্তলের মতে সঠিক দিশা দেখাবে এই বাজেট। রাজন মিত্তলের হাতেই আছে টেলিকম সংস্থা এয়ারটেল।
I think the union budget which has been presented by the Honorable Finance Minister sets the direction right, sets the Viksit Bharat roadmap right. She spoke about job creation, she spoke about women empowerment and MSME and SMEs creation, and also spoke about agriculture. I think India's growth trajectory has to be maintained. Manufacturing and agriculture have to play a key role. So I think that's a good setup that has been created. Also she spoke about the ease of doing business, especially litigation with the tax and other authorities like TDS, which have been decriminalized to a point. So I think overall it's a good budget.
দেশের শিল্পমহলের হুড়া এই বাজেটের প্রশংসাই করেছেন, বলছেন সঠিক দিশাতেই এগোচ্ছে কেন্দ্র। এ ব্যাপারে আপনারা যদি সুচিন্তিত মতামত দেন ভালো হয়। কমেন্ট বক্সে আপনাদের মতামত জানান। ব্যুরো রিপোর্ট, মাধ্যম।